Let's keep moving.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. That's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Escaping, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
At the 49ers 20-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Thompson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
First down.
Here we go. Like 20.
56.
Oh, you got deep?
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
21.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
This is Love. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Second down, Haskins. Out to the left here to Reed. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Here we go. 180!
56. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Stay hot! Stay hot!
From the 44, Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a give, right side. Thompson able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on third down. Haskins trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure.
21. Go ahead.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Haskins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On 1st down, here's Love. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To throw on third down. Haskins. Space to maneuver at the 40. And Davis has it over the middle. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run the counter. It's Thompson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Redskins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Check, check. Lucky. Lock 56.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. 180.
Three butt.
Garoppolo on first down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides try.
And that's caught inside the 35. And an alley to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes rode a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
On 2nd down, Love. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st down, it's Thompson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Ready, Henry. Mike is 59. Mike's the 59. So we got man.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check. Watch the run.
On 2nd down and 4, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Garoppolo now. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Wait. 53.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. And the 49ers first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go. 180!
Here we go. All day. Defense all day.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Brown, 77 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
21, 21.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Hey, alert, man!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
With the score, all time.
Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Here we go, G.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go, here
After
we go,
the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2, 8, wahoo!
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Rip left, rip left.
21, 21. 12, 12. 10.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
He's checking.
One, Omaha.
Hey, on 3.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 26.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Hey, watch the slam.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 39-yard line.
What is that? Check 59. All right. Set up. Let's go.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. Love. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. Not a wolf. Mike is 59. I'm coming for you. You know.
2nd down, Haskins. Over the middle here to Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Coleman. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Lock. 53 is the mic. It's a party out.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now a give running right is Love. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's not going to get me.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, they're hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Redskins, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.